Welcome to this next little part of our series that is called Feeling Better Every Day. So in the first video we were talking about how important it is that when we want to help ourselves get really well, and if we maybe also wish to help others, which often we do when we get to feel really well, we usually, for most of us, we wish to start helping others. Where we really need to start is to help ourselves. And so that's where we started last time. And in this video we're going to do a little exercise in front of the mirror. And I'm not going to go in front of the mirror, but I'm sort of going to lead you. So why do we want to look in the mirror? To see if we look beautiful? No, not really. It's an exercise where we need to really let go of our ego, because we really have grown up in a culture that is very fixated on where we've learnt to fixate our attention on how we look, and that the looks are really one of the most important things in life. So we women want to be beautiful, and we don't want to have any wrinkles or any acne, and we want to have no wrinkles all our lives, and we want to be just amazingly beautiful all our lives. And men, they want to usually look strong and have really huge muscles, and so we have these enormous demands on ourselves and maybe also other people, and in a way it's really sad. But in a way there's a little bit of truth to it, because the fact is that the more healthy we are, the more our beauty, our natural beauty, will shine forth. So our skin, the more healthy we are, the better our skin will look, and the more natural our skin color, healthy our skin color will be. The healthier we are, the nicer, better looking is our hair and our nails, and our whole posture is also really determined by how healthy we are. And of course some of us can be born with some misalignments or things that make our body look different, and that's really not where we're talking about here. So we're all born with our genetics, and some of us are born with certain defects. So what we're looking at is whatever we were born with, how can we make that as healthy as possible? So we're going to go into a little meditation, and I think we're going to do that in every one of these videos in this series, because I think it's really very useful, a wonderful tool to just really sink into ourselves and become present, right in our very core. So if you like, close your eyes and let's just go in. And as I said last time, and which is really the best way to breathe, is to breathe through your nose, and to make your breaths as slow and long and soft as you can. Just allow yourself to sink in. Just let go of the world around you. Let go of me. Just listen to my voice. Everything that you were busy with before this film, everything that's going to happen in a little while, just let it all go. And feel how you sink into your heart and into your belly with long, slow breaths. Allowing this beautiful calm to just settle into your body. Feeling how the peace really the peace, the inner peace, is really something that flows up from within. But it is also a choice that you make, that right now you want to feel centered and calm and peaceful. Allowing yourself to feel that you are the center of life and that you are the most important right now. You being with you. And you can make another little check as last time, just checking how your body feels. Do you feel relaxed? How do you feel? And whatever you feel, just allow it to be there. But if you feel some tension, maybe breathe into that place and allow more peace to spread in your body. Maybe you can make what's called the inner smile. So you sense how, if you have a face down here, or you imagine your little inner child, that he or she is smiling. Feel the inner smile. And do 2 more breaths and then we'll open our eyes. Long and slow and deep. And sometimes it's good to just make a good big sigh. And so now we're going to do our exercise in front of the mirror, and you can do this, take this film with you, maybe on your phone, so that you can hear my voice, or you can go and do the exercise afterwards. So what we will do is go to a mirror, and preferably a full length mirror where you can see your whole body. And we're going to remind ourselves that this is not a matter of showing how beautiful we are. It's really just looking at ourselves because we wish to know, do we look healthy? That's what we're looking for. Do I look healthy? Now I've felt how I feel, and maybe you have already written it in your little book, or just noticed it, how you actually feel. And now we're going to just use the visual, just use our eyes to see, do I look healthy? And there are certain things that we're going to focus on that really show that we are healthy. So let's go to the mirror. So stand in front of the mirror, and I think it's a good idea to just to look into the mirror and look into your eyes. And if you're ready, you can either think within yourself or say out loud, I give myself compassion. I am my best friend. And I'm here to know more about my own well-being. And maybe when you look into your eyes, maybe you can see, because the eyes are the window of the soul, maybe you can see if you look happy, or you actually maybe look worried, or you look sad. Just have a look, and just with as much neutrality as you can, because we're not here to judge, we're just here to assess, how do we look? So So look into your eyes and just look at your face also, and preferably with as little makeup as possible, because it's good to see your face as it actually is without the makeup. And notice your skin color, and especially the areas around your eyes. So the skin color, it's a healthy skin color is maybe a little bit, depending on what color you what skin color you have. There's a certain glow to healthy skin, and just see if you can see that. And notice, as I said, the color around your eyes. And many of us, we have dark circles around our eyes, and often it's under the eyes, and this is a sign of quite a lot of inflammation in our body, and that our body is struggling, especially our liver. So notice if you have this dark under your eyes, and what tone of color your face is. And you can look at your hair, just have a look and a feel of your hair. Does it look healthy? Does it seem healthy? And then sort of bring your attention down to the rest of your body. And one enormous thing that really I've mentioned before that is so important for good health is our posture. So turn around to the side and have a look. Have a look at your back, the back here. How does your back look? And for many of us, we do this because we're really burdened by life. See, our body is really an expression of the life that we have given it. So our body is expressing really what we do to it, and what we feel deep inside. It's all being expressed in our body. And so if we have this hunched over back, it's really our body telling us that we are burdened. We're burdened by really, you can say a difficult life, but you can also say we get burdened by the way we approach life and the way we manage our life. So it's not actually life that's burdening us, but it's ourselves that feel that life is a burden. So if you can, sometimes you can just straighten your back up and not force it, but just keep your shoulders low and just take your chest forward and just have a feel how it feels to actually have a straight back. And keep breathing into your belly. So if you can't straighten your back up and you still have this hunched over, it can be corrected in many cases, but it needs time, because the body is slow working, so it takes time and effort to straighten the back. And just have a look at your leg length, and maybe walk, if you can, maybe walk in front of some windows, or even you can take a little film of yourself walking straight, and you can see if you actually, one leg is a little bit shorter than the other, that you're sort of crooked walking. So just notice that. And so this is a lot of the skeletal sort of expression of our body. And another thing that's really good to notice is our hip, is our waist. And so for many of us, because we have metabolic syndrome, we have a lot of excess fat around our belly. And it's good to just, we're not judging ourselves, we're not putting ourselves down. And I think it's really good, and that's why I'm making this series, to remind ourselves that everything can heal. There's always a solution, and we can always help ourselves in one way or the other. So if you have not got really a waist, because there's a lot of fat here. It is a sign of metabolic syndrome, so that it's difficult for your body to handle the sugar and the carbohydrates. So we're not going to correct anything here. We're going to do that look at that in the next videos to come. But now we're just going to notice how do we look, and while we keep sending ourselves lots of compassion, because we're here today because we actually not judging ourselves, but we are interested to know how well we are and what we might be able to do to help ourselves feel and look even better. So, and of course, our actual size, see if we are very overweight. We don't have to see that in a mirror. In my case, I've been very underweight most of my life, so it's not always real fun to look at yourself when you can really see very clearly that something really is wrong. But we're just doing this because it is good to bring our attention onto ourselves and how well we are. So just have a look at if you can see if you're underweight maybe or overweight. And we'll finish this off just closing our eyes and reminding ourselves that we are perfect just right where we are right now, no matter what we have seen. So close your eyes and breathe into your belly and tell yourself and your inner child that you are perfect right where you are, and that all is well. And all the healing you wish to do is possible. When you're ready, open your eyes and come back and see the rest of this video. So you might like to write some things down in your notebook, if that's appropriate. And yeah, so this was a little exercise where we use our visual capacity to see how well we feel we are, or how well we look. And the body is actually never lying. So the way we feel when we feel into our body, the way we look is never a lie. It's always telling us the truth. So whatever things you noticed, we will go into in the videos to come, and I can tell you what I've learned on my way to help correct the different things that might be ailing you. So, as I said before, the body is expressing the lifestyle that we have given it, and for many of us, we have given our bodies a difficult life, and apart from our own choices, we have the world around us and all the pollution, the stress, everything that's going on around us that is also makes life pretty difficult in this world today. So for most of us, there are some things that are stressing us, and we can't remove all the stresses in our world, but we can help ourselves in many ways in our daily lives to structure our life in a way that we help our bodies to do the very best job of keeping us well and keeping us beautiful on our journey. So in the next video, or the one after, we'll be talking about how we structure our life, our lifestyle, how have we built up our daily life, and are there some things that could be good to change. So we'll do that in the next video. So yeah, we'll finish this now, and I wish you a wonderful day. See you, my friend.